Sup, boys? That nigga. That nigga Doe. That nigga Broly Doe. You already know about him, Broly Doe. The Brolinator. Sigh, motherfuckers. You already know. So I just got what the fuck is it called? A tweet on can't get an undershirt under this bitch. But anyways, yeah, a tweet on Twitter asking me to share another trip story. Got my loser chat. So be it though. So be it. So be it, kid. You know? And so anyways, and before this dude's clearly high. No, once again, like always, I'm not. But anyways, the trip story. What trip story will I give you today, boys? Alright. So, actually I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do a trip story. I'm gonna do a story from like 4 or 5 years ago, back when I was popping X pills because I couldn't get pure MDMA or anything. Alright. And so, like 4 or 5 years ago or something, I'm like 17 or 18. Started doing a lot of basically it started out as I was tired of being shy. So I kept thinking, I'm like, God, how can I get rid of my shyness? How the fuck can I get rid of this shit? God damn. And this was before, I realized that you can't be a word. But anyways, I was like, how the fuck do I get rid of my shyness? God damn. And then I started looking, aka researching into drugs. So I'm like, yeah, what the fuck are these illegal, pretty much? I'm like, what the fuck are these illegal? I don't go by what people say in the sense of just random ass people without giving me clearly solid evidence to support as to why you shouldn't do these things. So, I started looking up weed and everything, and I heard it could get rid of some anxiety and everything. So I started getting into pot, and I soon became what you would be labeled as a stoner, smoking all the fucking time. And yeah, that was my life for a while, going to school, smoking pot, fucking getting up in the morning, taking a hit of my Sobe bottle bong, being high as fuck all fucking day. Keep in mind, these were my junior year. Junior year I only smoked pot sometimes, and senior year is when it started getting hardcore all day. Well, not so much all day, but every day, all the fucking time. So and I know we're getting off topic, but I might as well tell you the whole story anyways. But so I'd get up in the morning, hit some pot out of my homemade Sobe bottle bong, be high as fuck, because this homemade bong, Sobe bottle bong, look it up if you're a fucking pothead. Bong destroys any type of fucking normal bong you can get if you use a torchlight and a big ass, like huge bowl. Ridiculous. It'd go around like 7 or 8 people. We'd all be choking our lungs out, and it'd still be completely full of smoke. It looked like no smoke left it, and that's if you do it perfectly. But anyways, yeah, so that was like my pretty much senior year until about January. Was just smoking pot every day before school, sometimes doing it in like the fucking shower room. I only did that like twice though. And then after school, or like during lunchtime, go and smoke some with some dudes. Then after school, go hang out, go to random people's houses and smoke there, and then smoke there. The pothead life. I'm sure you know all about it. And yeah, that's what it was until like January. And I realized, I was like, this shit is not getting rid of my shyness. I'm still just shy little Zach. What the fuck? I know I'm fucking hot, but dude, I'm shy. So it doesn't matter. I might as well be the ugliest motherfucker in the world, you know? I'm sure you shy guys already know all about that. So, keep in mind, it's back when I still thought you could be words, because that was my ego mind. But, yeah, so now I started looking online for other drugs. I'm like, how could I fucking get rid of this shyness? So I started looking into ecstasy. Yes, that E, you know, that XTC, you know, that shit. And yeah, so I started looking it up. Me and my friend would look it up during computer class. You know, I'd go research it when I got home because I love researching stuff. This is actually when I got into researching random shit that I just was of interest to me besides video games hardcore. And yeah, this is when I started just building up my little knowledge in my head. And you know, I started researching like crazy, and I'm like, dude, this shit sounds exactly like the shit that would get rid of my shyness. But now I just gotta find it. Fuck. And I could not find anybody that sells E. So I was like, really? Grace Kelly? So then I started looking up things like ecstasy. I started finding out these things about legal highs and blah blah blah. And so then I started taking these pills called London Underground Doves. And yeah, that was quite an experience. Fucking motherfucker. Yeah, that's quite an experience. I was like, damn, definitely got rid of my shyness during that time, but it was still not the impact that I wanted it to have. You know, I wanted to have that lasting impact into sobriety, you know? And plus, I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. I mean, I was feeling like the high was great, except I was speedy as fuck, and I'm like, I know speedy things are bad for you. So I was like, yeah, not really feeling doing that. And so eventually I found some e-pills and everything. And so now I started doing those. And at first I took like one. Me and my friend took one all excited after reading about it for months and months. And I'm just like, what a letdown. That's a piece of shit. I was like, no, that's not it. After reading about it for all that time, that is not it. And so basically I go back, get more, take like 3 of them this time. Next thing you know, I'm done as fuck. I am done. I am just done. Keep in mind, X pills are mixed with random drugs. I mean, there's definitely MDMA in them, but dude, there's some other shit in them too. And so, you know, I was done for like 14 fucking hours. Like, done as fuck. And pretty much, and then I started doing that all the time. Even though, trust me, I already know you should enough, but I didn't care. I was like, this shit is fucking sweet. This will definitely get rid of my shyness if I can do it all the time, you know, meaning all the time, like maybe 2 times a week or so, sometimes 3 times a week. And I'm like, I know if I can stay in this state for long enough, it'd get rid of my shyness eventually. So eventually I started doing that stuff that started doing it at school a lot. Yeah, that was the best school days ever and shit. And eventually, you know, I'd go to parties on it, best parties ever. And so and through all these human interactions while being on it, I was no longer shy. And eventually I took in that mindset of how to be like while on E into my normal sober life. So E helped me overcome my shyness. And yeah. And then let's just like skip ahead a little bit. And then I started getting this fake stuff, you know. And example of this is the actual story that I was getting to. And now basically I took 5. Actually, this is the second time it happened. We're not gonna talk about the first time right now. I mean, that shit's funny as fuck too. But anyways, so I took 5 of the X pills because, you know, back then I was the fucking beast. I was the champ. I was the legend. I was the E-man, the Onion Man, nigga. I was all these men, you know, all these labels. And yeah, the most keep in mind, I don't recommend this. you'd probably kill yourself. Your body couldn't take it because you got to build up tolerance, and who the fuck knows what was in them. But the most e-pills I ever took were 8 at one time. Keep in mind, when I did them, I wouldn't just eat them whole to let your stomach slowly digest them. I would do what is called parachuting and crush them up, put them in toilet paper, and then eat them. Yeah. So just to give you like a brief thing of just how ridiculous. Keep in mind, I took them all at one time. I didn't like do it throughout the night. All 8 at one time. So anyways, one can only think how fucking done you are at that point, correct? If you've ever, yeah, whatever. Point being. So my normal number to take was 5, because 5 was where you'd be done for like 14 fucking hours. Keep in mind, it's mixed with a lot of other shit. So I don't know why I was done for 14 hours. Whatever it was keeping me that done for that long. Normally it's not that long at all. But yeah. So 14 hours done status. So I took these 5 e-pills one time. And basically, just expecting, or I was hoping for a normal one or a normal roll. But go lo and behold, this is my second time getting fake ones. And yeah, this is basically what happened, and here's the story. So I'm just waiting for the come up, just waiting for it to come up. That feeling of the palms getting all sweaty and shit. Muscles getting a little tense, a little bit of anxiety, all that greatness. And yeah, that came, but it wasn't it. Next thing you know, I'm just chilling at my house. And I am hallucinating balls. Not hallucinating on like tripping where like, you normally see walls move and kaleidoscope and everything. I mean legit hallucinations. Example, I thought my friend, keep in mind, at this point my friend never drank and he was a virgin. So I thought my friend drove over in some SUV with like 40 people in this SUV with 2 kegs of beer in the back. And I was like, what the fuck? So, I go check it out. And, yeah, dude. Basically, I was kind of mind blown. Actually, no, he drove up in his, wait, no. Yeah, it was just an SUV. But yeah, I was mind blown at all these people that were coming out of this SUV. I was like, why is there so many people coming out of this SUV? It's like 40 people. It's not even possible. So I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? And so my friend comes up to me and he's just like, what up, though? And I'm like, keep in mind, he's like nerdy white kid status. Well, back then, I was like, what's up? He's like, yeah, I hope you don't mind me bringing all these people over. I'm like, nah, I don't care, dude. Just don't get ridiculous. He's like, yeah, alright. We're just gonna chill out here drinking. And I'm like, yeah, go for it. So, I go back inside and play like some fucking video games for a split second, for like maybe 5 minutes. And next thing you know, I go out there to see what's going on, and I open up my door and I look to the right. My friend's just leaning against my house. He's just getting his dick sucked by some random chick, and I'm like, and he just looks at me and he's like, I'm like, you're a fucking virgin, and you fucking, this isn't even you, like that virgin white nerdy kid, I'm like, this doesn't happen. This clearly never happens. So I'm just kind of mind blown. And yeah, so I walk back inside, to do whatever the fuck I was doing, just chilling. And so then I go walk in my bathroom, and there's my friend. He's just leaning against like my wall, and he's just like, as he's getting his dick sucked by another random chick. So I'm just like, fuck is going on here? So I'm just confused as shit. And, you know, some more moments go by. And, next thing you know, I go to walk outside, right? And I see my friend. And I see my friend, he somehow magically got his car here. Alright, don't even know how. But his car just randomly appeared pretty much in my area. And now he starts driving. Keep in mind, my friend's drunk as fuck. He's drunk as fuck. And basically, he starts driving. Next thing you know, boom! Fucking smashes into a dude, runs him over, and smashes into the side of my house. Right? And I'm just like, what the fuck is that shit? How the fuck did that even happen? And I'm like, dude, do you realize what the fuck you just did? You just killed a guy. You're drunk as fuck. Bro, you just ran into my fucking house with your car. So, I was just kinda like, what the fuck am I even going to do at this point? It's like, bro. The fuck, bro? And he's just like, yeah. The drunk guy. And then I kept noticing these group of white skin-headed dudes that were like cult members or something. Every time I'd look at them, keep in mind they're like in the distance in my yard. Like, you guys have seen my yard. So they're in the distance in the yard. Keep in mind they came in the SUV. Now they just stand over by the trees in my yard randomly, where everybody else is just drunk as fuck doing whatever. And I look at them and they'd just be like they just stare at me and point their fingers. I'm like, the fuck? And I eventually found out they were racist, and I was like, dude, are these dudes like gonna try to kill me or something? I'm like, dude, I will lay these niggas out. I will fucking gut these motherfuckers if they try to touch me. I will slit their throats if they come at me. Every time I look at them, they're just like, I'm just like, dude, I dare you to come at me right now. I will fucking fuck your shit up, bro. You don't even understand. You will die on this spot if you come at me. Because, my whole thing, if you're getting into a fight or whatever, dude, they're threatening your life. You're not gonna take my life, motherfucker. I will take yours before you take mine. Get the fucking dick. So you come swinging, I'm coming with a fucking knife and I'm gonna slice these niggas' throats. Alright? And so that was my thought at that time. I was like, dude, don't even try it. You will die. But anyways, yeah, so, and then I walk back inside, play some games, then I go back outside with my friend. He's just on the wall again. And I look over, and he's just like, getting his dick sucked. And I'm like, dude, 3 times in one night, 3 random chicks. You're a fucking virgin. You don't even talk to chicks. What the fuck? Right? Just being mind blown by this still. And yeah. So basically, I was like, bro, you're gonna have to back that car off of my fucking house. And so he backs it up, and then he starts to pull it forward, and he goes and rams into the back of my car, destroying my rear windshield and shit, destroying my taillights. What the fuck? Just like, really, you're fucking paying for that shit, you fucking idiot. It's like, dude, I'm sorry, bro, I'm just so fucking drunk right now, bro. And I'm like, really? That really just happened? And so now the party's winding down. There's some other crazy stuff that happened, but I can't really recall it. But And so they're all backing out. All the 40 people jump into this fucking all 40 people jump into this SUV and start to back out of my driveway. And one person falls out of the SUV while they're backing out, and they fall into my ditch. And then the person driving the SUV, keep in mind the guy's right here in the ditch. The guy driving the SUV fucking goes back and drives into my ditch, because he drives off my driveway and drives to my ditch and smashes this dude's body, just destroys it with his SUV. I'm like, the next thing you know, the Toledo fucking cops are on their way here, dude. I was like, you guys are fucked. 2 people fucking dead. You guys are fucked. And yeah. Then the Toledo cops got to my house, and I was like, really? It's like 4 a.m. the fucking morning, and the cops are here. Really? And so now I'm just shaking my fucking head the entire fucking time, not knowing what to do. So now everybody's up against my bush. The cops have them all like around my bushes, you know, handcuffed and everything. And I walk up to my friend who's handcuffed, and I'm like, you know, I'm glad your whole entire life was just fucked over because of one night you chose to drink alcohol, get drunk as fuck, and kill a dude. I hope you feel fucking good for yourself that you just fucked up your entire life because of one night of getting drunk on alcohol. Because you killed a guy accidentally while drunk. And keep in mind, now in retrospect, keep in mind, I'm just hallucinating this entire fucking thing. I hallucinated this entire party at my house. And so, in retrospect, I am out in my yard at like 4 or 5 in the morning just talking to a bush. Because there's nobody at the bush. But to me, I was just talking to my friends, just like shake my fucking head. And there's cop cars everywhere. To me. But that really didn't happen. It was just a fucking bush. So, yeah. So eventually, randomly, my friend's like, yeah, bro. I know. He's like, but hey, can I stay the night in your car, in the back of your car? And I'm like, why? He's like, cause, you know, this girl wants to chill. And I'm like, I guess. I'm like, good luck getting away from the cops. He's like, don't worry, bro, I got it. And so I'm like, yeah, whatever. So eventually I go to bed. I wake up. It's like 11 in the morning. And by now, I'm not hallucinating anymore. Or so I thought. So I go out and look outside my door. And I was like, huh, enough said. I can't believe I hallucinated that entire fucking thing. And so, they're really hilarious, but I thought I was done hallucinating. And so I look outside my door towards my car, and I see like a random arm flail up. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so I go outside, and my friend is getting dough from this random chick. This random fucking chick. So I'm just like, the fuck is going on here? Really? Is this really happening? And he's just like, and yeah, so I was like, wow. He's like, yeah, bro, just give me like 5 minutes. And I'm like, alright, dude. So I go back inside for a while. I come back out, and I look around, and I look in the back of my car seat, and he's gone. Like, she's just chilling in the back of on the right hand side of my car seat, but he is gone. So like, where the fuck did he go? And next thing you know, now this is the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen. He just pops out. He just slides out from under my seat, like from under my driver's seat. Alright, now for anybody that knows anything about a fucking car, it is impossible to hide your entire body, or any part of your body pretty much, under a driver's seat. Right? Because all that metal and everything. So he just slides on out Like he just like, okay, it's like this. Okay, look, I'm gonna pretend like the bottom of this video is like the driver's seat. This is what happens. He's just like, you know, just pops, just like slides out of the back of my driver's seat, like towards my back seat from the driver's seat. His body's completely missing, and he's just like, I'm like, how the fuck did you fit under there? It's not even possible. But yeah. And eventually I stopped hallucinating. And that's my story of doing 5 fake ecstasy pills with a random drug in it that I have no fucking idea what was in it. Moral of the story: don't do drugs, kids. They're bad.